Alright, let's go eradicate some mold. Now we're gonna go... I'm starting to get used to this layout, this little bit here. Did we already see this one? We have, okay. Creepy, man. Is there more of those videos around with those kids? Where's the elevator? No. This way. Should find them. I don't know, it's usually around this stage of the game where I want to do less scouring. Unless there's a need or a reward or more fun. I still like reading the things when we get them, but
Director Faden.
There just doesn't seem to be a need to do it. Medical. Where's the closest logistics? Or the Panopticon entrance. I reckon with the Panopticon entrance, I won't have to do as much. We'll get straight there. You know what I mean? Like, I like going scouring for stuff because I like seeing all the things, but this isn't like, I don't know, some high fantasy world where we're scouring down little areas and finding cool stuff. Like they're office buildings. It's not really exciting scenery. You know? And nothing against the game's design, like it's good. But yeah, it's an office complex. Until you get out to areas like this. But it's, by design, deliberately, everything looks very samey, and it should. You know, I think it's good, fits the game really well. Yeah, subliminal space, yeah, everywhere. Yeah. But with areas of interest. I missed the door. I did. It's over here. Hey, Lonesome Wonder, how you doing, man? Yeah, so for that reason, and because there's no sort of intrinsic value in doing the exploration, like you don't level up by finding more stuff. You don't. I mean, you could get more currency, I guess you could say.
The mold's gotten in here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
My damage is greater than what the sphere can protect them. Oh, there's a hand. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't do enough damage to it. Oh, I must have respawned before I got that one. Oh, that's right. You got to get them all within a certain time frame. Hello? I'm doing great, man. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's because there's a thing going on. So they were... background noise. The some of the enemies tend to sort of screech. Well, they're called the hiss. I opened up that section. Sound is too loud, I think. Turn the sound effects down a little bit. See how that goes. Another level 6 clearance. That's leading me out of medical though. Eradicate mode. What do you want me to do with it, Artie? How do I like the game? I'm having a great time, man. Really good. This system's really cool. Overall the gameplay is good. Story's interesting. There's some extra stuff that I'm probably not going to make use of. I guess for people that really want to... For anyone who really likes the actual gunplay, there's some like dynamic quest systems. You can hear Artie singing. Does he want me to use the cleaning trial? I don't think that's cool that they've got it in there, but I don't think it's needed. But, you know, just because I don't need it doesn't mean there's not people that are enjoying it. Is it these things? They're just cushions, right? This helps Artie by eradicating the mold growths around the medical ring in the containment sector. Gotcha. Is that it? Tracked it. Like popping pimples, right, boys? You guys see any anywhere? I think there's only one we're missing. Yeah, up here is security. Medical wing. One up in the ceiling there. That's a really good hiding spot for one. But the one I thought was the last one is now not the last one. I think now we're on the last one. Really hope it's not inside one of those rooms. All right, Plasmo. Is it inside one of the level 6 areas that I can't get to yet? No, it's not. Okay, thanks. The thing I can think of is behind something.
That should slow it down. See the guy with the rocket. I was trying to be fancy. I could have just that levitate is going to get me killed more than throwing stuff at enemies. I thought throwing stuff at enemies instead of shooting yesterday was going to get me killed, and then at some point of the game I realized the bullets aren't getting much stronger, but there's a like my telekinesis thing is getting stronger, so I should focus on that. And I got pretty. I thought I got to a pretty good state with the with the telekinesis stuff. But I think now having that levitate, that's going to get me killed. Item must be kept in isolation, removed from other unsecured objects. Under no circumstances is the item to be sat in the human hand chair. Plastic seat shaped like a human hand from the 60s. Hand palm forces a seat with fingering acting as the chair's back. Item's gravitational force attracting and repelling objects near its force of redaction. Its fingers have also been observed to change position, though too quickly to be witnessed or filmed. The item may be changing forms rather than moving. The item only displays these effects during full moons. Sample analysis confirms that it contains human genetic material. Found in a warehouse at Redaction, Albany, a team of ranger trainees accompanied by an experienced field agent were dispatched to investigate local rumors when they encountered the item. They successfully retrieved the item. See case PAI 6122 for details. I need to mod my gun a bit more. And they're comparable? Maybe. Speaking of which, let's upgrade spin. I can't. I need more corrupted samples. I don't really want to upgrade grip. Construct charge. 3 explosive projectiles that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. I need corrupted samples. Well, that's the thing. Where do we get... Is corrupted sample... Are they random drops or do I get those from specific enemies? We are going to main quest.
regional. So you go somewhere where they drop and farm them.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal it can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in Hiss behavior, establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of the lack of reliable communications between bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? Cross-dimensional destination? Refer to redaction for full report. We understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word we used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen, you want this to be true, you want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possible all non-Hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possible, the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is no clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to redacted for full report. Hello, Emily.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Speak with Dylan on the upper level. Hey, Wolfbeast, how you doing, man?
I should get back to my work.
What is this?
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, god.
Put a record on. Maybe. What have you got?
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Okay, use the token in the jukebox.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Well, okay then. Maybe we were going to speak to Dylan. We probably should still speak to Dylan.
Before she left, guess I'll just keep managing inventory.
Dylan. Dylan?
Thought things were stabilizing. Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on a need-to-know basis.
I need to fucking know. I'm an upper-level executive, damn it.
Technological restrictions. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redaction signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redaction for the oldest house to redact them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redaction to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to file 4-19-1935 for full report. Alright, so that's why you can't have smartphones. But why can't you have 2B pencils? Bathroom shield complaint. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. Wait. We've read that complaint before. You don't get to complain about the bathroom twice, Rodriguez. Where did they say Dylan was? Jesse goes back to Central Executive to reunite with her brother. Yeah, I wanted to do that before doing anything else. And then I picked up a token. I can't levitate in here? Television show proposal. Based on the success of America Overnight, we'd like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment in order to popularize these concepts among civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction. In the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge, there are various shows licenses we'd like to purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for years now. Was Night Springs an actual TV show in the US? Is that a... Dylan, where are you hiding? Para-utility? Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. That's me. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the redaction object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of redacted, while others only capable as little as redacted. See Dr. Darling for more information. What exactly determines individuals' paranatural competence is unknown, but largely believe that some redacteds exist within the body and that, like all muscles, can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I've officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he's one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau's ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering the request. I know what we can do. Hang on. If I go like this, will my thing have a go here circle?
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already getting other survivors out of safe rooms.
Great. I'm gonna get back to my office soon.
Oops, promotion. What's all this stuff?
I think
And we got heaps of stuff to read now, which is, you know, yeah, good and bad, but. Find my brother. Dylan.
God, I wish the executive bathroom hadn't shifted away. I'd kill for a shower.
He's not waiting in my office, is
Marshall
he?
orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
Through this room.
Then she should have taken us with her. I need some action, goddammit.
Right, so he's not in my office.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck did we put a bullet in that thing's head?
This is getting somewhat ridiculous. Ah, there we go. Makes sense. Regarding the room.
You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes.
He's like
white
all messed
pearls,
up.
but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's
Happiness
Dylan.
comes, white pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye. Through
Oh,
a
come
mirror,
on,
the inverted is
Dylan.
made right.
I'm
Leave your
here.
insides by the door.
I
Push the
found
fingers
you.
through the surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We
Do
stand
you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be true.
that? Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in, you've always been here! The only true! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit.
Orange peel?
He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you.
Yeah, he's a believer.
The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the Containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm.
How's he giving us the card?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearl.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
Almost like parents were
You are a worm through time.
just trying to pick a name.
The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
Totally nothing wrong with doing that.
You're inside by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the web. You've always been a new.
In case you're not aware, something caused Sticky Note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I'll be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell phone. Or home phone. Okay. Dr. Darling has personally recommended Miss Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research report redactions for breakthroughs resulting from her work. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail, quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she... Social disinterest? My coworker doesn't care about my personal life. They're a really good worker though, but don't promote her because they don't care about me. Review... Anyway. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge linking us through our ancestral heritage. See Jung Report, page 12 to 34. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images is shared by a massive population is redacted. It's a lot of redactions. In the creation of altered items and objects of power, the sheer amount of redacted, exuded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with massive amounts of redaction. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. Refer to file 5-41-7532 for full report. Find the prime candidate, or
The director's brother is him.
Don't put your record on.
Whose side is she really on?
Oof. Lots of errors on this form.
Where's the jukebox? You the jukebox?
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number...
I say it was down the hall. No, that's the elevator. It's definitely not in there.
Jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate...
Box. What do you guys doing in here?
What's
Did
new?
you say the jukebox was Irish?
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss.
Huh. So more quests just from speaking to some of them. Okay, well...
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
I did want you to tell me where the jukebox was, though.
Go get some hiss.
I don't care for the containment issue. Jukebox! Jukebox!
If that Pope woman was so talented, she would have found a solution to all this by now.
What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some rangers saying he saved them in maintenance. They were attacked by a new kind of hiss, and Arish got them out.
All right, but still. A security guard leading rangers? I don't know if I like taking orders from a mob cop.
And they said good stock management would never make a difference.
Use token in... I mean, it's a jukebox. How hard could it be to miss?
Hello?
Why haven't we dissected that freak mutation we locked up? We could learn so much from its physiology.
He's a valuable resource alive, and Pope forbade any physical harm. Of course, if you disagree, you could always go tell her.
No, that's fine. I'm sure we can find a more constructive use of our time.
What's the word, Faden?
That's different section through that door. We know it's in this section, so gotta be one of these rooms. Right? That's not it. It's radio.
Trench left some big shoes to fill.
Nope. I'm really hoping that it'll stick out like one of those little markers to us. Also wouldn't be surprised. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's loot. I mean, loot's good. Don't get me wrong, I like loot. But
Need something?
Emily, I need to know where the jukebox is.
Don't be lost out there.
Let's try dude one more time.
Welcome back.
Give me a hint on that jukebox.
Hey, I put extra security on your brother. No offense, but that dude is the scariest motherfucker I have ever laid eyes on.
Okay, thanks.
Like I said, though, no offense.
Yeah, no offense. Red jukebox.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Stay sharp, Fate.
Lots of errors on this form.
Dude, do you know where the jukebox is? No. And how far out of this area, or how far away, is still jukebox? Yeah, I thought it would be in like a... Oh, here it is. I found it. Accidentally found it. Pro gamer. Expeditions. Undertake expeditions in Quarry Site Beta to earn unique mods. Completing each of the 4 objectives will dismantle the formation to reveal the rewards waiting inside. The formation, is that the DLC? Or is that the foundation? Should I be doing this? It's not. Okay. DLC is foundation and ore. Okay, thank you. We'll need some guidance from those that have played it to navigate into the start of those at the appropriate time, which I believe is after base game is the best time for both of them, or only available for one of them. Investigate and clear the 4 island sites. Unmapped. Okay. Yeah, I mean, or maybe we go through the rings. Okay. Play it safe. Panz. There's the cleansing site. Oh man, I was so close to that health stuff. That's a shame. Now, do I have to wait till I find another token, or can I keep... Because it only gave me an hour for that to be open. no, I get to go again. Okay. Oh, the game didn't kill me there? That was generous. Enemy weapon damage plus 50%. Yeah, means they do more damage. I should have gotten to A before. Before B. Yeah, a lot of really. Pretty intense too. Okay, you've got to do that 4 times. Minutes. You do get a unique mod, which makes me wonder, do you actually need it? Will it make the game too cake if I get it? Will it actually even make a difference? I think it'll make a difference whether I need it. Retrieve the lost specimen data. Eliminate waves of this. Possibly, I'm guessing quicker the better. Okay, so that's the eliminate waves of hiss is just not moving forward. Like it is kind of, but we're never going to make this in the timer and do the other two. So. Can I get back? I think I can. Fast travel. The game is expecting you. Well, I don't know, because it gives it to you at a time before you could have done that. You could probably upgrade the weapons a bit more. I don't think you get much more talents before picking that token up where it is in the gameplay. How do we just leave? Oh, here we go. It's in here. Yeah, there's a lot of cool extra stuff available in the game, which I think is good. Because sometimes people just enjoy a game enough where they want to play and like have things to achieve outside of just the play. parish has a lot of dudes. See if we can find this X-ray. No, actually, let's go do the thing for Dylan. Going from security. Security doesn't have one. We have to go in from logistics. No, so we're going through the Panopticon and run across the bridge probably quicker.
Cell breach will never know.
Go. Find you. Throw a piece of concrete into another piece of concrete in my face. Let's throw a rocket just then. I don't know. Well, maybe it was him. Last little dude was camping. You've been watching too many Fortnite streamers, dude. New mission, self-reflection. Locate the mirror in synchronicity. Where is synchronicity? That's somewhere else, right? I might do that another time as well. So. Find the prime candidate program. Oh, quest complete, right?
To find new prime candidates. The Bureau needs it. After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter
Trench, you
and my
did.
wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
P7. So either a completely random choice or us. Mirror supplement. Redaction. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appears on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in Redacted, Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in a local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. We certify that the case of Mrs. Redacted has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her affliction is past. Signed, Dr. Redacted. The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over redacted years. Originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of Redacted and Redacted in its first year of operation alone. In this report of investigation sector have catalogued and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AWE occurrence analysis. The more redactions results of Night Springs have also been catalogued in a separate report. Refer to file Redacted for full report.
Director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Health doesn't seem to be worth as much anymore. Can't wait for Crisis of PC Parts upgrade 9 PC. Dude, at 9 years old, that looks like a flat out replacement. I feel you, man. I had a toaster for so long because I just kept putting other things first because they had more important things, right? And it's so awful, yeah. Like you just want to sit down, relax, play some games. I want to upgrade that. Wait. Get rid of. I don't know. It's. You got a 1070, that's not too bad. Plus, if you really wanted to, if you got something new, you could rip out the 1070 and put it in there to hold over for a while. There's P6, which would have been Dylan, right?
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. The boy, Dylan Faden, Prime Candidate 6. And the sister as well. I mean, once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work.
Marshall's one of the other 4.
We'll make this work.
Agent killed during redacted involving redacted codename P6. P6 victim. P6 wasn't the victim. He killed, yeah. Blunt forces injuries, head and neck, trauma in the abdomen, lacerations, contusions, upper lower torso. They fighting? Examination was determined the cause of death was internal bleeding occurred when the redacted was contorted through his redacted. His head was shoved into his...
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see?
Yeah, P7
It doesn't
was us.
matter. We need to find that projector.
Outfits? Outfits have any stats, or are they all cosmetic? Just times we've done stuff. Outfits have no stats. They just look cool. I saw a meme. It was the, you know, the Foursquare picture where you put up your, what is it, Facebook, LinkedIn, Tinder, and I don't know what the other one is. Photo, and it had her with 4 different photos taken of her in different outfits and during the game.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well.
So it had like the
We loved
portrait in the lobby with her being director. There's like a photo of her wearing some outfit with her hair done nice there. And,
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking. Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
well, they didn't get to experiment on you because you never got you soon enough, I don't think. Unless they experimented you and you were alive. City subway.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
Jukebox tokens. Ah, you can craft them. Man, they're not cheap. Still don't have 3 corrupted samples. Outside of the main currency though, it looks like they're using all different things. House memory, undefined reading. Well, that's using undefined reading as well. Remote thought, astral blip. We've got heaps of them though. Just why would I want to use anything other than a automatic now that I have an automatic? Especially with throw. Yeah. Corrupted samples. Which one is this one that I'm at? On the map. Wow, okay, we're nowhere near that. We're like in between both of them, exactly. Okay, this is going underneath. Access the ordinary AWE by rotating the terminal. Thing down there.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby. Gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
This looks like a control panel. Nope. That looks like that looks like a control panel.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Ordinary ore? Is that where we want to be going? I saw the ladder, and I thought it was something. Kind of reminded me of one of the tall, skinny dudes from Dead Space. I almost did a double take. Nope. Like, yep. No, I don't want to go all the way back to get health. And confined space burb. Tough. Was that the plane that the dude had to like log all the pieces? I mean, if that's the case, shouldn't it be in pieces? Kind of is. It's satisfying when you grab something and it kills an enemy as it's flying to your hand. Yes. Had that happen a few times. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff to read, but that's okay. I think I'd prefer to just do a bit of play and then do a fair bit of read. It says ordinary or this way. Down. Is there an elevator?
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
Interesting. In our dreams. Ah, crap. There's all these guys out here.
See what they have on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
The dump. Ordinary dump site? Well, that's where we found it, wasn't it? One of those. Me versus you, buddy. Come on.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. they
got a jukebox token
recreate
from the
that
dude.
too? Is that where they keep it?
Okay, so you can start collecting jukebox tokens. That's not it. It's a thing, right?
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow we settle for, there's another.
Ordinary dump site.
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
It's a pretty small dump, though. If you like, if that's your dump. Alright, dude.
We should check that lab.
What lab? Oh, that one. One that says mobile lab in big old letters on the side, Panz.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Cool. Some light reading to do, I think. Or lots of reading. Tropic remote thought untapped. When are we getting corrupted? Got a hotline bling in there as well. The airplane in question has been brought in from private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to Redacted AWE, see case file redaction for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel special access redaction. For more information on tunnel redaction and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and redaction, see file 4-12-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted redaction, and initial readings have been taken away by a research team, though no altered status has been detected. Refer to file 9-12-8371 for full report. Right, so they're using abandoned subway lines to bring things through on trains. Yeah, okay. I can get behind that. Inventory of items recovered from willow ore. Hollow sphere, stone-like material, vitrified soil, redacted pieces of various sizes and colours, animal carcass, possibly canine, rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials go to investigation sector for further analysis. Ordinary ore stage 1A. First slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There were lots of dolls. House was empty, no one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Okay, DF and JF, that's us and Dylan. Faden? I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean, he had asthma. Tom, likely Tom Barlow, missing, and his gang Freddy, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation house. The second slide we called Meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. It was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. Must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control and the dreams. Everything was melting and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Therapy session. That's in 2010. Okay. Neil was really into it. We found coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector, and his goons took it. We thought Neil had lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. That's from 2002, so when did they find the slide? The things. After what happened at school to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but it was really a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter, or something very dark. Maybe the first house, the old house, whatever it is. The Knot mother lived there with her babies, children. I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Knot mother. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them, more like kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog. But I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we could call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Additional information slide hand. SID 36 is verified and in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Dog Neil. Dog Neil. An ore occurred in the town of Ordinary caused by an object of power slide projector. Discovered by local children at dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by children, resulting in disappearance to the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002. Okay. Siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, see P6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, P7 materials, were playing at local dump when they found discarded slide projector.
Case file, Darling presentations redacted for details. The team led by Director Trench, Dr. Darling arrived on the site September 14th. The awe had ended, but the team had found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tested. See interviews redaction and prime candidate program files redaction. This happened in 2002. We're assuming current day in game is what, like 2015, 2017, maybe even closer to, when did it come out, in 2018? So 16 years, so she's 26 now-ish, give or take. And her brother was 10 when she last saw him. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the redaction department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides or type using slide projectors found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Dead dog. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. It'd been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. Don't go whining to me. I wish I had a parade of human teeth. Where's the teeth one? Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Gross. Yeah, dead dog in a box. Welcome back, Valkyrie.